Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know. 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. All eyes are now turning to the US Fed and the results of their meeting about to start. But first up in the US, the widely watched ISM Services PMI for April came in better than expected with a modest expansion off a 9-month low in March. New orders drove the result, as did higher inventories, but employment contracted again. Activity was little changed but still expanding. However, price pressures jumped to their highest since February 2023. This contrasts with the globally benchmarked S&P market version, which reported its slowest growth for 17 months amid subdued demand and a slump in business confidence and rising costs. Financial markets are preferring to look at the ISM one, however. All eyes now turn to Thursday's US Federal Reserve Board meeting, where most observers think they will hold their policy unchanged to see how the price impact of the tariffs works out. In Washington, there are still no tariff deals. There are negotiations, but it seems no one is rolling over in the way the new US administration assumed. In Canada, things aren't good with their services sector, with it suffering a steep contraction of all activity in April. And recession fears are putting a real downer on the Canadian real estate markets. Across the Pacific, China is still on holiday, but Singapore's April retail sales weakened from March, down a sharpish 2.8% to leave them just 1.1% up from the same month a year ago. Car sales were a significant factor in this month-on-month drop, but not all of it. Post-election in Australia, the ASX fell 1% and their benchmark 10-year bond rose 10 basis points from pre-election levels. Investors think they are facing at least 6 more years of a Labor-led government, 3 at least with a majority Labor government. And the global food prices in April are only back to the same level they were in 2023 and well below the March 2022 levels. But the rise was largely down to rises for meat, up 4.3% from a year ago, and especially dairy, up 23% on the same basis. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.34%, unchanged from this time yesterday. But oil prices are weaker again, down $1 at just on $57 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just under $60 a barrel. These are still 4-year lows, hurt by the combination of easing global demand along with rising output. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 59.6 US cents, down 20 basis points from yesterday at this time. Against the Aussie, we're down 20 basis points at 92.3 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're little changed at 52.3 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just under 67.9 and up 10 basis points. You can get more news about the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.